Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to the annual Beauty News Awards. This is, I don't know
what year it is.
We've been doing it for a while and I forgot.
And it's actually going to be our last video for now.
Yes.
Usually we're like, we'll be back in February,
Yes.
but we won't be.
No, we're taking an extended break.
Yeah, if you missed our announcement in Beauty News last week, we are taking an extended break until we have passion and not rage for new releases.
Yes.
So let's see how long that takes.
Indeed, let's.
But we do have our own channel, so I'll
Yes.
have them on the screens. We always have them in the description box. So if you miss chatting to us, we are way more receptive and chatty on our personal channels because we get less comments, so it's easier to reply to them.
You can come find us elsewhere and it's fine.
We're around. We're still around.
Not actually going anywhere.
We're still talking makeup. We're still friends. We'll be at you
Oh,
might bump into us at the zoo
absolutely.
or the museum, catching up actually as friends and not just as co-workers.
Yeah.
So we are around.
Oh yeah.
There's
we're
no
around.
drama. This is not because we're
no.
not friends.
We just fucking hate makeup companies right now. We hate them.
Yeah, we need a break.
Just trash. They're trash. And the collabs are trash. And everything's trash. And I can't.
We need a breather.
We're taking out the trash. And that's what we're doing. But before we do that, we have to do the Beauty News Awards.
I'm excited.
For 2021. Now, thank you so much to everyone who voted. I appreciate you. And
I appreciate you too.
If you are ready for the results, then they're coming at you.
Yeah.
So we have a whole bunch of categories and we are starting with the best trend of 2021. So the nominees were smaller eyeshadow palettes, cream blushes, less excessive purchasing and more using what we have, lighter coverage foundations, and duochromes and multichromes entering the mainstream market. I would have guessed, and here's how we're going to change it up this year. We're going to guess what we think would have won.
Yeah, and what we also would have liked to have won.
Yes.
So we'll make it a discussion as well. Yeah.
So I would have actually guessed that cream blushes would have been the winner. Because I feel like we saw so many this year.
Liquid
and I feel
cream.
like they're getting a lot better.
I agree.
As well.
They are getting a lot better.
Formula-wise.
Yep.
And finish and like colours and just, I feel like...
Ease of application.
Yeah, it's like liquid and cream blushes, serum blushes, all that jazz. Anything that's a blush but not a powder blush. I feel like it's elevated this year. So that's what I would have guessed.
Yeah, if I had to guess the trend, I agree. But what I would like to see, which we're not quite seeing yet, is I want to see smaller eyeshadow pans.
I want to see that as well.
But
100%.
I don't think that's a main trend.
No.
That's just where I want things to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the answer?
Less excessive purchasing and more using what we have.
That's great. Look, I've been on that bandwagon for years now, so I'm always for people doing that. But I sort of feel like, and we've talked about this in, I think, the trends video, where makeup has been going sort of two ways. People have either been pulling back and wearing less and buying less, or going all out because they're sort of getting over the pandemic or getting back out there and going sort of like ham with the makeup. And I think you get both. So I don't feel like that's a big trend that I've seen overall, but I think it's a good lifestyle change.
I think it is too. And I think what we're seeing is some of the older beauty YouTubers just going,
this is too much.
Oh, this is way too fucking much. And we've been seeing it coming from, beauty YouTubers for years. And I think, we're just
smaller YouTubers, and it's getting to the bigger ones, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's, sort of becoming a little bit of a movement within itself. It's it's like beauty YouTube pared back, essentially. Like, use what you have. You don't need to buy so much. It's not all about consumerism and all this stuff. And then if you are still into the new all the time, there are YouTubers doing that as well. So, I think there's a balance of it, which is good. Because if you are a young person starting to watch beauty YouTube and all you can possibly find are people with large collections, that's a toxic environment to come
Yeah.
into.
There are a few channels that I watch, and these are sort of like mid-range channels, you know, who I respect them as creators, but the buying or the reviewing mass amounts of makeup is
It's so
excessive,
much.
and it's like stressful.
Yeah.
It's become stressful for me. I'm trying to pare back things, so when I see a new palette review like almost every day of the week, I'm like, mate,
Nah, too much.
you are causing me secondhand anxiety.
I stopped watching them years
Yeah,
ago.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Too much new stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we've got worst trend. I love the worst
Yeah, I like
categories.
those too.
These are always fun to see
Yeah.
what people think. So we've got celebrity makeup brands, crystal infused makeup and crystal inspired makeup. We literally just saw one from Collab.
That's true.
Eco washing, green washing, and creating sub brands to market them.
Yes.
Huda, and so many others.
Huda.
Collaboration makeup
Yeah,
releases.
that's mine. That has driven me to the grave. All
Yeah.
that makeup collaboration.
I mean,
makeup.
all of these are fucking bad.
Yeah, they are.
And nostalgia makeup collections, which can fall
goes hand in
into
hand,
collaborations.
yeah.
Now, I have to say that all of these things
irritate.
are irritating. I mean, the crystal infused makeup, it's like it was big last year.
It was big
I
a few
think,
years ago.
a few
Like we
years
saw,
ago, yeah.
I think we saw powder highlighters
Yeah.
with actual crystals in them.
Yes, yeah, we
Like-
did. And like BH Cosmetics, they just will not fucking let it go.
with
Like
the
birthstones,
birthstone,
this,
yeah.
it's just
But Bite Beauty did that like 2 or 3 years ago. A whole bunch of people have
and
done
it's
it.
just like you're irritating and it's narcissistic. And I hate it, especially when it's around like birthstones and shit
Yeah.
like that. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, we're not that fucking self-obsessed. The actual winner though was eco washing, green washing, and
Look,
creating sub brands to market them.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is a long-standing issue.
Yes, and I feel like it's actually teetering on potentially becoming booming and problematic.
Yes. I do think that collaborations and nostalgia makeup, you know, they sell because people enjoy them. So even though we're sick of seeing them, and we've bought our fair share of collaborations, whatnot in the past, and, you know, so we get it, but we get over things a lot faster because we look at new release makeup every single day.
Yeah.
So we get sick and tired of things way before the general public do. So we've been sick of this for 2 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I vibe that. Like, I feel that in my heart and soul. But I do think in terms of what could potentially be more dangerous, collaborations are going to start dying off as soon as people
yeah.
are like, I don't need more Rugrats inspired makeup. So
another Friends collection,
Yeah,
but
so-
I just bought the last 3.
yeah, exactly right. So that 2 Marilyn Monroe collections in 1 year, what are the odds?
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like that will die out itself. But I think with more people being concerned about the environment, and then also people getting a little bit paranoid about toxins and skin and all this kind of stuff, I also feel like in this day and age with a pandemic booming, and not going anywhere anytime soon, you do get the conspiracy theorists out there that like to latch on to like pseudoscience and all that kind of crap. So I feel like at this time, greenwashing and all those sort of like chemicals are bad and da-da-da-da, like that is more dangerous long term than a Rugrats collection.
Oh, I completely
So I do
agree.
think that's a fair
and I think the
thing to win.
community really sort of, they looked at that selection for what it was and saw that, that's definitely the worst one. There was also a gamer who tried to bring out the blue light skincare this year, which they cancelled
it.
Was cancelled, And I mean, it doesn't eco washing and green washing, it fits in there kind of, but it's all pseudoscience bullshit. But I will point out that celebrity makeup brands was a very fucking close second, and people will not put up with that shit either.
Good. And I also want to point out that when people are like, I don't like chemicals, chemicals are bad. You know, when you breathe in air or put water on your face?
Chemicals,
mate. It's all chemistry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be more specific when you talk about what chemicals you don't like.
All right, let's do the best collaboration of 2021. None of them. Good night.
Close that book.
The end. Okay, we've got Colourpop, the Colourpop Mandalorian The Child palette, Odin's Eye, Annette's Makeup Corner, the Fancy Face Judy Legendary Diversa collection. So that was the collection of 3 palettes. We have the Kaleidos Angelica NYX Club Nebula collection. Teresa is Dead, Lethal Cosmetics, Lethal is Dead collection. This is just a lot of words.
Yep.
And Sigma Cinderella collection.
Yeah, look, I've only tried 2 of those. So the
I've tried 1.
Kaleidos and the Sigma.
Yeah.
I get more use out of the Sigma collection just because of my makeup preferences.
Yeah.
So day to day, I would say that. But one that I thought was more well curated was the Kaleidos Angie collection.
I agree. That's the only one that I've tried, and I really like that palette. I thought the formula was nice, and the color selection was really good, and I think it also fit really well for her audience and Kaleidos.
I agree. Yeah,
customer
it was
base.
a nice merging.
Yeah, so I think that would be the one that I would pick based on what I know, but I haven't tried any of the others, so.
What do I know?
Exactly. But I mean, you guys seem to agree with us. It's the Kaleidos Angelica NYX Club Nebula collection. That was the winner.
Fair. I think that's fair.
And won by a landslide. I'm just going to put it out there.
I think there was a lot of hype around that. I think it was also at the start of the year before Burnout happened.
Yes, yeah.
So I think it was a nice time to release it. I feel like this year we saw like the Temptalia collaboration.
Yeah.
That sort of came and went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We saw that TikTok girl
Oh, that's right.
do the glam light thing. I thought that was going to be on the list because a lot of people were talking about that, but maybe not so much our audience.
Yeah,
I think that might not be sort of our audience. I think our audience really love Angie.
Yes.
And historically really like Kaleidos, because wasn't last year Kaleidos like won so many different things?
They did,
like categories. So Kaleidos were a big like award winner last year. So this I just feel like flowed from that.
Yeah. Next up, we have the worst collaboration of 2021. Nominees are Bobbi Brown, Monopoly.
That didn't come out yet, though.
Is it not out yet?
No, it's just shown.
Then what the fuck?
We spoke about it.
Yeah, so it counts. And if they've not released it by now, by the time it comes out, it's completely dead and irrelevant.
I think it's a next year thing.
Oh my god, lame. Lame as fuck. NYX Tetris collection.
Oh, that was horrible.
Makeup Revolution Friends collections.
Look, they're not bad as individual items, just the repetitive and the excessive amount of Makeup Revolution made it hard. But, yeah.
MAC The Sims collection.
Yes.
Urban Decay Prince collection.
This is a hard one, isn't it?
I feel like everything NYX does is bad.
Yeah, NYX, Tetris, and MAC. I think they both were very offensive in my opinion.
Really bad. Yeah. But MAC actually won that one.
Fair.
48% of the votes.
It was pretty dire.
It's a landslide, and it's not a good one to be a landslide.
No, it's not something that you want to put, the award that you want to put on your shelf.
No.
Oh well.
Embarrassing. Best overall brand of 2021. The nominees were Natasha Denona, Hindash, Lisa Eldridge, Kaleidos, and Rare Beauty.
So I don't know what our audience specifically would say.
Mm-hmm.
I am vibing Lisa Eldridge, but I also think it could go Rare Beauty.
If I was voting, I would have chosen Hindash.
I thought Hindash was really, really great, but because he released 2 items this year.
Don't care. I love
a palette. Them. Yeah, I agree. I love them. I think they were outstanding in terms of quality and concept. I think they were, but I feel like, which one do I like more? I bought some Lisa Eldridge stuff for the first time this year.
Same.
And not overly wowed.
No. Hindash, yes.
But not wowed.
Lisa,
Hindash, I was wowed by.
Same. that's exactly my vibe as well. If I was voting, it would be Hindash without a second thought. I did think Lisa Eldridge would actually end up higher than she did. But it actually went to Kaleidos.
That was last year as well, I thought.
Yeah, it was. So
look, they did bring out some, like, okay, Angie collection, very popular. The Cloud Lab lip clays.
Yeah.
Clunky name, clunky as fuck, but love them
product.
to death.
Yeah.
I think they've done some really good stuff this year. But I feel like besides us talking about them, I don't feel like there's heaps of people talking about them.
Yeah, I feel like it's mostly just the influencers that you see reviewing them.
Yeah, whereas I think I see more general community people vibing the Lisa Eldridge.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And actually, so the order went Kaleidos, Natasha Denona, which I like. I mean, I wouldn't, but
I like Natasha Denona,
Yeah.
but I don't think that they've done anything this year that's been any better than previous years.
I agree. Lisa Eldridge came above Rare Beauty by 1 point.
Oh wow.
1 point. And Hindash came in last with only 8% of votes. And mate, you guys are wrong. You are wrong. You need to go try more Hindash.
Look, I do think the problem is with Hindash, I almost feel like with Hindash you have to try to love it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work when you're ordering things online, because you have to look at something and go, I love this so much, I want to order it.
Yeah.
And I think also with a baby brand new brand that for the longest time had one item and only recently released an eyeliner, I feel like people want to see more before they place an order.
Yeah.
But I have to say,
eyeliner is so good.
yeah, I have to say, if you're going to take the plunge, I am more impressed by Hindash than...
Yeah. I've had a few people, when I reviewed the Hindash palette, people were like, I don't know how to use this palette. And I'm like, yes, you do. It's eyeshadow. Like, it's not rocket science. Nobody's asking you to do
I feel like it's quite intuitive though.
I think it is as well.
It might not be when you look at it in a photo, but when you have it in front of you, it's quite intuitive to dab and change and
mix. It absolutely
is. It's actually very enjoyable to use.
And a lot of people who watched my review and then went on to buy it, came back and said, holy crap, it's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, the only reason I don't wear that more is because it's all matte.
And you have to have things to pair it with.
Yeah. I need to pull out 2 palettes at a time.
We like a shimmer.
We like a shimmer. We're shimmery, sparkly people.
We are.
Might not be in our personalities at the moment. But on the eyes, it's all the sparkle.
Yes.
So but I do love it. The quality is beautiful.
Same. Right, let's do worst overall brand of 2021. I mean, this one's...
Jeffree Star?
Yeah, this one's easy. I feel like if he's in the running, he's gonna win. Like, it's an absolute no-brainer. So when I saw these results, I was like, well... Obviously. I ignored that and then went on to the next ones, because I think that's where things get interesting. So the nominees were Morphe, House Labs, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, also known as Jeff Shed.
Yes, that's true.
Makeup Revolution and sub-brands. And Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics.
Makeup Revolution. I twitch. I think because we've sort of boycotted Jeffree Star because he's racist and he's XYZ, all those things. I think my new sort of irritation every week is Makeup Revolution. Yeah. So I get like a internal like hatred for that, because I feel like I just blinkers on for Jeff.
I think we've...
but like...
with Jeffree Star, we have demoted him to irrelevancy. We don't think about him. We don't care about him. He's not important to us. So
and that's the only way he's going to crumble and disappear.
Yeah. He, like, we just don't give a fuck anymore. So we see his shit and we're like, and...
Moving on.
Yeah.
Like, thanks, Jeff.
Or we just don't see his shit because we don't.
Just don't look. Just don't look. Yeah.
So yeah, he's irrelevant to us now. So he came in with 40% of the votes. I ignored that and moved on to... I almost...
deleted him from the...
I almost did. I was almost like, you know what? We already know he's irrelevant. I'm not putting him in. But then I thought... No. We have to acknowledge... Exactly.
Acknowledge the hatred.
I don't want to, like, skew the results. I thought that was unfair. But he won. Going on, it was Makeup Revolution and
good.
Yeah. They're
Yes.
trash too.
They're fucking
disgusting.
landfill.
They are creating probably the most amount of landfill from any beauty company ever. With all of their sub-brands and all of the fucking absolute, like, masses and masses of stuff that they have in their collections, I can only imagine what they are doing to our planet. You know, like, they tell us to fucking ride your bike instead of driving your car. Turn off your lights for Earth Hour once a year.
It's 5-minute showers and...
Yeah, exactly. Do you know, it takes me 5 minutes just to wash my fucking hair. And Makeup Revolution are creating 3 Friends collections in a single year with like
3
all of the
Halloween
palettes.
collections.
I can't with them.
And that's what annoys me,
They're
though.
worse than Colourpop.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be, just in general, in life, there's got to be more restrictions put on big companies because, like you said, the individuals are trying to do their hardest, but it takes like 1 million individuals to make up for the damage that one big company has done.
Yeah.
And that's why it's very hard for me to want to support brands like Makeup Revolution. And I don't know anything from them.
I do.
Oh no, I own one
haven't-
thing, and that was from testing glitter glues from back in the day.
Yeah.
I own one thing, but
I will never buy Makeup Revolution again. I can't support that company.
yeah, it's just too much.
No.
Yeah, so I agree with that
Yes.
as well as Jeff.
And we will do the others because this can be an interesting category. We then had Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics with 15% of the votes, Morphe 13% of the votes, and House Labs 9% of the votes.
I think House Labs holiday collection has brought them up a little bit for me.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm like, if they keep going like that,
yeah. They didn't
they're
release
back
much
on my radar.
in
they
2021.
They had
did
like
they?
a limited edition nude palette, and they brought out eyeliners.
Yeah.
They were multi-purpose liners or eyeliners and they brought out a few things, but they haven't been like big collections or themed collections. They've just been like, we're adding this to the range.
Yes.
If that makes sense. So, they've been padding out their range, which is good. And I think if they keep going, releasing good products that have thought behind them, I feel like they can redeem themselves. Yes.
The holiday collection was really nice. It looked good.
Yeah, I agree.
Before we continue this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. The best thing about working from home is skipping the bra. The worst part is realizing that I have to leave the house and need to put one on. Harper Wilde is trying to change that. They believe you can still be comfortable in a bra. Harper Wilde makes bras that put comfort first. Their core collection of quality basics includes the base, which is a lightly lined everyday bra in a range of nudes that won't show through your shirt, and the Bliss, a bralette that provides lift while feeling like a second skin. Harper Wilde also has a lounge collection, which is perfect for relaxing or sleeping, and a new luxe collection when you want something a little more special. I'm loving the look of Harper Wilde's bralettes at the moment. Being summer in Australia, I'm gravitating to the more light and breathable fabrics, but I also know that I'm in and out of the house a lot, so I feel like it's a good idea to wear something with a bit of support. The Luxe and Bliss bralettes look super comfy for relaxed everyday wear. With Harper Wilde, you can always count on buttery fabrics and thoughtful construction for all-day comfort. Plus, with an easy online fit quiz, conveniently priced bundles, and free returns, they've made the act of shopping for bras painless too. Part of their proceeds provides mentorship and advocacy for Girls Through Girls Inc., and you get a handy bra recycling kit with your purchase, so you can say goodbye to your old bras sustainably. Harper Wilde makes everything about bras better. Stay in your comfort zone. Go to harperwilde.com/beauty today so you can get 20% off your first purchase. Because the only thing better than a comfortable bra is getting a discount just for being a Beauty News fan member. That's 20% off at harperwilde.com/beauty. Again, that's harperwilde.com/beauty. Ana Luisa create beautiful jewelry with a focus on being environmentally aware. They are carbon neutral, use recycled materials whenever possible, and create limited batches to help prevent excessive waste. Ana Luisa has a great variety of pieces ranging from earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, plus they have fine jewelry offerings as well. Ana Luisa also release new collections every Friday with pieces starting at just $39, and they offer a 365-day warranty on all pieces. I've harped on about Ana Luisa a lot over recent months, but I genuinely do love this brand. I especially love their dainty stackable rings and have amassed quite a collection over the last year and have no doubt that I will buy more in the future. They are so nice. If you're looking to treat yourself or your loved ones but don't want to break the bank, you can have confidence in Ana Luisa's quality. I absolutely recommend checking out Ana Luisa at shop.analuisa.com/beautynews. I love them. Their pieces start at just $39 and you can get 10% off with our code. Plus, they have last chance items with up to 60% off at shop.analuisa.com/beautynews. That's ANALUISA.com/beautynews. All right, let's move on to another worst category.
Oh, they're my fave.
They're my fave too. Worst product release of 2021.
All right.
This one's fun.
Give me the noms.
Urban Decay Prince Collection.
Mm-hmm.
MAC The Sims Collection.
Oh, yep.
Jeffree Star Cosmetics Pricked Palette.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, it was orange.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Hourglass Curator Single Eyeshadows.
Oh, yeah, that burns.
Huda Beauty Rose Quartz Face Gloss Highlighting Dew.
Look, I haven't used that. And I'm going to, even though it looks dumb and I don't use face glossy balm things because I've got oily skin, I think on the right person that could look nice. So I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to say Jeff Shed because I forgot about that. So I'm glad that's gone.
Yeah. MAC The Sims.
I'm going to say MAC The Sims because that was just a rebranded old boring palette.
Yeah.
That no one cared about, but people love the fucking Sims. Why do they do it doing us dirty? I love it. I haven't played The Sims in ages.
No,
I've got
same.
a toddler that takes forever to get to sleep, and I eventually get to have my dinner at 9:30, and then I'm tired and I've got to do editing.
Yeah.
So I don't play The Sims, but I'd love to play The Sims. So MAC did me dirty because I still love MAC, even though people hate MAC. I love MAC, and I still love The Sims. So they fucked me over.
I probably would have chosen Urban Decay Prince, but it would have been difficult for me to choose between them and MAC The Sims. Now, MAC The Sims I completely forgot about. And it wasn't until I was reading that I was like, oh, that's right. That collection was really bad. They did those Sims fans dirty.
Yep.
But the Urban Decay Prince collection, I was just like, how do you fuck up yet another collaboration?
So that doesn't surprise me though, because that is Urban Decay
That's
style.
what they do. That's what they do.
That's
They're
the standard
rubbish.
of collections they put out.
Yeah.
It's
Trash.
not unusable makeup. Like the quality is okay.
People say the quality wasn't good with those eyeshadows.
Look, I mean, that's
what
people say about, but
yeah.
that's what people say about Urban Decay anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've said this time and time again in past videos, their formula is outdated. It was good
so
7 or 8 years ago. It is not good anymore.
No.
They need to reformulate if they want their eyeshadow palettes to stay relevant. So what came out as the Prince collection was exactly what I would expect from Urban Decay creating a Prince collection.
Yes.
So for me, whereas MAC do some impressive collections.
Yeah.
They can create
That
nice
Sims collection
products
was
when they
rubbish.
want to. So that to me was the biggest burning one.
Yeah.
But I understand the Urban Decay, the Prince hatred, because I get that as well.
Well, you were pretty much on the money. Everyone hated the fucking MAC Sims collection. They got 29% of the votes. And just below that, we had the Hourglass Curator Single Eyeshadows. People hated them. They were so expensive. The packaging is so stupid.
Yep.
And the quality wasn't that great. And I, first put my hand up and say, you done goofed, Hourglass.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was a shit range. It's already, you've just released this whole new range. How did it even get past testing with the way those eyeshadows look in those fucking palettes.
Yeah.
And you cannot charge those prices. It's not the second coming of Jesus.
That's where I think they fucked up. The
Yeah.
price point was ridiculous. Also, the concept of build your own palettes. They don't have to be that fucking, like, over the top. Like,
Yeah.
they've been around for decades and
Exactly.
decades. And usually, like, yeah, it shouldn't be that expensive.
And also, I'm just going to put it out there. People with that sort of money to spend, they don't want to spend that
Yeah,
long
they're going to go for
thinking
your
about
Tom
their
Ford
fucking-
quad.
Yeah.
They're not going to go for...
They don't give a fuck. The people who want to buy a self-curated palette are people who are like us, who are like, yeah, I love being able to pick out my favorite colors and putting a selection together. And there is no way that we are going to go and spend nearly $200 on a fucking quad
Yeah, exactly
of
right.
eyeshadows. No.
And I also think where they've stuffed up is it's so plastic heavy, which their packaging is always plastic. So it's not new.
No.
But it's bulky, it's excessive. You buy the packaging of the individual things to then put in the bulky. It seems so extreme, especially when like brands bring out cardboard palettes with just a, like maybe a mirror or a little bit of plastic on the outside. And you go, it doesn't need to be that wasteful. And Hourglass they've taken a shift to be cruelty-free and vegan. But I was having a chat to our hairdresser. Shout out to Madeline,
Hi,
who
Madeline.
does both our hair. So if you like your basic shit that I like, or you like your crazy like Hailey, she does them both. I'm going to leave her details down below because I want to give a shout out to Madeline because I love her. But I was chatting to her yesterday and we were talking about how brands that love to be like, we're eco, or we're cruelty-free, but then they litter the world with plastic. And that shits me to tears.
Yeah.
Like, don't be like, yeah, but it's not tested on bunnies, but we're also littering the water with our microplastics.
Yeah.
Like, can't you, like, again, it feels like it's lip service if they're doing one thing, but then blatantly fucking up the world for those animals that you've saved.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, it irritates
It's
me.
irritating.
So much plastic.
And that's a problem. Like, plastic, it doesn't degrade in our lifetime, in your lifetime. The shit is going to be in landfill for thousands and thousands of years, probably long after COVID has wiped us out. Like, I don't fucking understand why
Brands aren't
doing more.
Yeah.
Yes, we buy it. We are ultimately the ones that end up throwing so much of it away at the end of the day. But the brands create it. They want the money. They don't give a fuck. I can't get around the thought of, brands having this one ethos that is like, we are so righteous in the way that we do our thing. And then they're like, and here's some plastic.
And let's turn a blind eye
Here's a
to all the other
plastic
issues.
makeup brush that's gonna fucking break in a year's time and end up as microplastic.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. They need to come up with biodegradable options.
I agree.
That's, and then makeup will become too expensive to purchase, and that will solve the issue completely because we just won't have anything. Let's talk about a best base product. I don't know if this is technically, it's a base product, so yes, we allow it. Auric Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer, the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation, Fenty Easy Drop Blurring Skin Tint, Lisa Eldridge The Foundation, and the NARS Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream.
Oh, see, I love the NARS one.
Yeah, it's the only one I've tried.
That's the only one I've tried.
That's what I would have voted for.
And that's what I would vote for because that's the only one I bought out of all those things. So that's my vote.
Yes, same. But it didn't win. It was actually the Fenty Easy Drop Blurring Skin Tint, which is interesting because I swatched that in store and it's gross.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I was not going to put that on my face.
Yeah, because we went and swatched in store
earlier this year.
Yeah, because we were
kind of interested.
Well, like, that sounds interesting. And we put on, we're like, no, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
Not for me.
But maybe it's nicer on the face.
Potentially.
than on your
Potentially.
hand.
Yes, that could be the case. Now, this was actually a close one. So Fenty came in with 26% of the votes, followed by Auric Glow Lust with 20. Then we had Lisa Eldridge, the foundation, with 19, NARS Sunkissed Bronzing Cream with 18, and the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with 17%.
Oh, very close.
So it was fairly close. Okay, let's do the best eye product release of 2021. Nominations are Hourglass Cure. No, I'm joking. So we had the Hindash Hero line, their MAC paint pots. They were
New
specific
shades.
about the new shade range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara, the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry Wand, and the Glam Shop Holographic Eyeshadows.
I'd have to go Hindash.
Yeah, look, I'm surprised. I've tried 3 of these and all of them were good. So the Hero line I've tried, the Pat McGrath I've tried, and the Glam Shop holographic eyeshadows, which are actually holographic. I've tried them and it would be difficult for me, but I would probably vote for Hindash as well because it's a really fucking nice eyeliner. Unfortunately, we didn't guess the winner though.
No, I wouldn't think that would be the winner.
No.
But that was my guess. That was my vote.
It was actually the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara.
Look, I was going to also say, disclaimer, I rediscovered a really awesome Maybelline mascara this year.
Yeah.
But it's one that had been released in a previous year, I think. So I am all on the Maybelline mascara bandwagon. I am back, baby. I'm buying my shit half price at Chemist Warehouse. Don't you stop me. So if I had tried that one,
you might
I could have changed my mind, but
Yeah.
I hadn't tried that specific one. But I'm back into the Maybelline mascaras.
Nice.
They're cheap, they're awesome, and they make me happy.
Yeah, fair. Okay, let's do the best palette release of 2021. So we had the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette, the Hindash Beautopsy palette, the Sigma Cinderella palette, Kaleidos Angelica Nyqvist Club Nebula palette, Natasha Denona Retro palette, and we did have a second nomination because 2 of them they had the same amount of points. Natasha Denona Glam palette.
Yeah, see, the Glam palette has been on my wish list for a long time because the tones, I'm like, I want them, but then I keep talking myself out of it because I'm like, how much do you use your last palette?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. So that is something I understand the love for it. I've also tried the Cinderella one, really, really like it, but longevity wise, the matte eyeshadow palette that I'll keep in my collection will be the Hindash one. So longevity in my collection, Hindash is probably the thing that I would
have
keep.
voted for Hindash as well. Who do you think won?
I think Kaleidos would have won if I had to guess.
No,
No.
Hindash won.
Oh, good! Look, I like the Kaleidos one as well. And I like the Sigma Cinderella one. They're all lovely palettes that whenever I think of this year, they're the ones that stand out.
Stand out in your mind,
I'm all for them all.
I was really pleased to see Hindash win, but look, I feel like at this point I am biased. Just putting it out there. But we had 541 votes for Hindash, and Kaleidos Angelica Nyqvist came in second with 509.
Okay, so very close.
So yes, it was very close. And Natasha Denona Glam had 499.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like those 3 were the winners for 2021, but Hindash did take that one out.
Very good, very good.
Now, let's look at the best lip product release of 2021. You need to leave the room because
Kaleidos.
you're not allowed to.
Kaleidos are the winners for
We're
me.
not allowed to encourage her. So, the winners or the nominations are, Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream, which was actually a late 2020 release, but because it was so late in the year, we allowed it. Yeah, we allowed it to be
awards. Yeah,
in the voting. Lisa Eldridge, her new lip range, Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clays, Hourglass Red Zero lipstick, and the Dose of Colours Nima Tang Nima's Nude lip.
They were nice.
set.
That was a really good collab.
Yeah.
If I had to say a good collaboration, I forgot about that, but that's a really good collaboration.
That was really beautiful colour story.
I don't like Dose of Colours lipsticks though, so that wasn't my cup of tea, but I thought that was a really smart collaboration.
Yeah.
I love the Hourglass Red Zero, just the vibe of it and just the concept behind it.
Yeah.
But in terms of a lipstick in their range. It doesn't stand out as being a phenomenal red compared to their other reds.
I would agree with that.
Like it's of the same quality. It's a beautiful red.
Yeah.
But I have some really beautiful reds from Hourglass, and it's just one of the many.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think for me, the reason why that statement is true is because it does replicate Carmine perfectly.
Yes.
And we've seen so many Carmine lipsticks. To me, it's almost a dated color.
Yeah.
So it comes with a certain kind of vibe about it,
Yes.
which is a bit vintage.
Yes.
And
it's not a fresh color.
correct. Whereas, like, if I want to wear a red, usually I'm thinking about, like, interesting, like, modern reds.
Yeah.
So, yes, I understand what you're saying there. I still would have voted for it.
Yeah.
Because of, like, what
the
what
innovation
it stands
behind
for.
it.
Yeah. Now, this one was fairly close. Hourglass did win.
Mm-hmm.
They had 27% of the votes, followed by Kaleidos with 21%.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Eldridge and Nima Tang both had 19%, followed by Fenty's Gloss Bomb Cream with 14% of the votes.
Yeah, I think where I would have put my vote on Kaleidos is because I feel like that formula I have not found anywhere else. It's
quite
completely
unique, yeah.
innovative and new. The closest I found are the MAC. They've got their the MAC Liquid Powder Kiss.
That's it. Yeah,
the liquid version.
I was like Liquid Kiss.
Yeah, liquid
something.
powders.
Yeah.
So those have the same effect where they look like that blotted matte lip, but they feel silicone-like, so they're not drying, but those transfer. Whereas as soon as the Kaleidos ones set down, you can kiss anywhere you want to kiss, even if you're wearing the black one, and they don't transfer. So that makes them really special in my opinion, because I hate lipstick transferring and getting everywhere.
Fair. I have really dry lips, and even I can wear those Kaleidos
That's
ones.
true.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the best beauty tool release of 2021. This is one of my favorite categories because I'm always keen to know what you guys are in love with. So we have the Refa Magnetic Organizer components, which literally just came out a couple of months ago, and the Refa Eyelash Curler and new brushes. So they were two options. We had the Sonia G Fusion Brush Collection, the Spectrum Collection Katie Jane Hughes Brush Collection, and the Sigma Switch.
Sigma Switch for me.
Now, I don't know what the Sigma Switch is. I'm assuming it's just one of those sponges that you...
No, it's not. It sort of looks like, you know how they have those silicone mats?
Yeah.
But it's a double-sided thing. I actually think it's at my old apartment. I wish I had it because I would show you. But it's like a silicone mat, but you use it to wipe off your powder products, but also cream products. And so it's essentially like their cleansing mats.
Yeah.
But the reason why it works so well is the silicone actually grips the powder a lot better.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like it's easier to clean as well.
Okay.
So when you're then cleaning the mat like every week or two or whatever you want to do, or month or whatever, it's easier to clean than that sponge that just degrades.
Okay, yeah.
So it is a color switch type product, but just think of it as, a Sigma silicone
Just remember
matte
though,
thing.
if you're buying that for your whole life, because it's never going to degrade.
Yes, but at the same time, it should last your whole life. Whereas the switches that are made of those plastic foams...
Yes.
They whenever you wash them, they sort of like shed into this and they break. So you end up having to replace them every year or two.
Yeah.
So, and then in your lifetime, you have 30 of them.
Yes.
So, yes.
So if I was voting in this poll, I actually would have chosen the Sonia G Fusion Brush Collection because her brushes that are designed for using with creams and liquids are absolutely like next level outstanding bomb brushes.
Yeah, they are some nice brushes.
But they came last. It was actually the Sigma Switch.
Oh, good.
That won.
I like the Sigma Switch, so I'm happy about that.
All right, let's talk about the best skincare release of 2021. We have Selfless by Hyram Repair Serum.
No. Sorry.
No! Tell him to get off!
Get off the stage!
when
It's our last episode indefinitely, fuck it.
we're just going for it. Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Serum. Nimya Where It All Starts Cream. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops, which was actually a late 2020 release. And the Pharmacy Apple Cleansing Balm.
I'll go that one. Yeah.
Me too. And that one. Because
Good.
it deserves to win and everyone else can shut up.
Agreed. That cleansing balm's great.
It's so good. I bought 5 of those cleansing balms this year.
I've got 2 in my...
We're not
I've
talking
got
about
1
it.
in my cupboard and 1 half used in my sink, and I think they're really good.
It's absolutely amazing. All right, let's do the most unique release of 2021. Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clays. Fair.
Yeah.
Kaleidos Angelica Nyquist Club Nebula Palette.
Colour Story.
Kind of,
yeah.
Yeah. Hourglass Red Zero Lipstick.
Yeah.
Pretty unique in
Concept.
a specific way. Yeah,
In innovation.
Innovation is
not the
super unique.
outcome.
Color, not unique at all.
Yeah.
Been around for literally since the dawn of time.
And if you don't know what this is all about, they spent a lot of time recreating the perfect carmine dupe, a vegan carmine dupe.
Yes.
So problem with red lipsticks is they're often not vegan because they contain crushed up beetles. And so they took the time and did all the development to find a pigment that's vegan and that mimics it perfectly.
Yes.
So it is interesting and innovative, but the outcome is a red lipstick.
Yes. Kaleidos Flower Punk Palette.
That was interesting combo. That was
It was.
pastels and grungy grains.
Yeah. And the Hindash Beautopsy palette.
Yeah, that was very unique.
And that's what won.
Good.
Yeah.
Look, I'm all for Kaleidos.
Yes.
That's a great liquid lipstick formula. But I do think the ombre pans, we've seen them in face powders, but not eyeshadows.
No. And I have to say, the face palettes that I've seen do ombre, it's not very well done.
Yeah, this was like flawless
was
ombre.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect ombre. So, yes.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah.
And the fact that it then turns one pan into multiple different colours depending on where you pick up the product in the pan.
Yeah.
It was very smart.
Yeah. All right, let's do the best new brand of 2021.
Oh, yeah. They're all going to be celebrity brands, aren't they?
Pretty much. Vive by Jamie Genevieve. Who? What? I don't know. I literally don't know. Sorry.
I'm like...
Yeah.
That's cool.
Let me get through these and then we'll Google it. Auric by Samantha Ravindal. Hindash by Mohammed Hindash. Nimya by Nikki Tutorials. And Geology Cosmetics. So they're the Aussie brand.
The Aussie brand.
Yes.
Okay,
all right.
that's
Now,
cool.
let me find out who Jamie Genevieve is and what this brand is. Okay, we have educated ourselves on Vive by Jamie Genevieve. Cool. Doesn't really matter that much because that wouldn't have been our pick regardless. I would have voted, I think it's obvious by now. I would have voted for Hindash.
Yeah, I agree. But that, and people get so biased. Well, that's why we don't vote on these ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, for us, we like what we like.
Yeah.
We like
and
certain
also,
quality.
I haven't tried any of the other brands. Although I do want to try Auric and I do want to try Nimya. And
I haven't tried the other brands as well.
Geology, I would try them as well. So it's just that I've tried Hindash and I loved it. So obviously I'm going to give it my vote. And it doesn't even matter because it won anyway. By quite a bit. 43%
Good.
of votes. I can't wait to see what he brings out next year. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, let's do the best drugstore release of 2021. We have, by the way, this is price range between $1 and $20. If it's 50 cents, it doesn't count. Get out of here.
You cheap bastard.
We have the Essence Mini 6-pan palettes, the Wet n Wild SpongeBob SquarePants collection, which I'm pretty sure as a whole was over $20, but individually.
Yeah.
Colourpop, The Mandalorian, The Child palette, Beauty Bay Wilderness palette, and the e.l.f. Putty Blush, which was a late 2020 release, but we'll allow it.
I haven't used any of them.
Neither.
So I've got no
I would have
specific
skipped this
comment.
one. Same.
Yep.
Colourpop won with the Child Palette.
Interesting.
29% of the votes. Wet n Wild SpongeBob and e.l.f. Putty Blush came in both with 20%. I would have actually, like, if I was going to throw a vote at this, I would have given it to Wet n Wild SpongeBob because, oh my god, the cuteness.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They did.
I probably would have given it to e.l.f. because if I was to buy one, that's probably what I would have bought.
Fair. Best mid-range product, price ranging between $21 and $50. Not $50.50, that's the next category. We have the Kaleidos Angelica Nyx Club Nebula collection, the Kaleidos Flower Punk collection, Sigma Cinderella collection, Kaleidos Apple collection, and the Rare Beauty Melting Cream Blush. Kaleidos was all over these.
All over the shop.
Yeah. I actually would have thrown a vote at the Kaleidos Apple collection because I particularly liked the vibe of that.
I would have gone Flower Punk
Fair.
over that one because I like...
To be fair, those palettes were so beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, it was Kaleidos that took it out, but it was with the Club Nebula palette and Angie with 34% of the votes.
Makes sense.
Yeah. When we get into the higher end and luxury category, so this is $51 and over, we have Lisa Eldridge, The Foundation, Hindash Beautopsy palette, Pat McGrath Divine Blush collection, Lisa Eldridge, her new lip range, and the Hourglass Red Zero lipstick.
I'm torn, so no comment.
Fair. I would have... Yeah, I would have been like, can I vote twice?
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah, and it would have been between Hourglass and Hindash, which I'm assuming would have been the same for you. Hindash actually took it out, 34% of the votes, followed by Hourglass with 28% of the votes. So I think that's fair.
The world is making sense.
I was expecting Lisa Eldridge to win that, but I think it released too late.
The Foundation released too late, and then people only had samples when they bought lipsticks.
Yes.
So
not enough time. Yeah.
Not enough time, not enough trying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, best indie release. We have Odin's Eye, Annette's Makeup Corner, The Fancy Face, Judy Legendary, Diverse Collection. That sounds like a lot of words coming out at once. Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Glaze, Kaleidos Club Nebula Collection, Auric Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer, and Lois Cosmetics Meet Me in the Underworld palette.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That was such a cool palette.
Yeah, that was a really cool palette.
Yeah.
I didn't try it though, so Club Lab Lip Cloud Lab Lip Glaze.
That one. I probably would have gone for the Club Nebula palette, which was the one that did win, but Kaleidos took out second position as well with the Cloud Lab Lip Glaze.
Cloud Lab Lip Glaze.
Yeah. So that is it for the Beauty News Awards of 2021. Let us know if you are happy with the results or not, but don't blame us because we didn't do any of it.
We came up with the questions and you answered and voted.
Answered them. So. It's your choice. It's community. We're not taking any of it.
I'm handballing that one to you.
It's back at you. And if you are happy, good. I'm glad. Hope we haven't ruined your New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. If you are going out this evening, be safe, have fun, enjoy. And if you're going out tomorrow evening, be safe, have fun, enjoy. If you're staying in, just enjoy.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes. We hope you have a happy and prosperous 2022. We will be around, but we won't be here. So
check us out on our individual channels.
Yeah, come find us.
If you want to see new release posts and want to keep up to date, Instagram.
Yeah.
Follow our Instagram and we'll be back when we're back.
We will. Yes. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.